Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages I get from Spirit and from all of us on this journey to love and to reunite with our twins in this lifetime. And all my videos go from one to the next, and they are all guidance from Spirit helping us on this path to reunite with our twins. And today's video is going to be about the TF storybook that I will be compiling. And how this came about was a lady, follower from the channel, contacted me and said, would you compile a book of TF stories? And her guidance had said that she would be involved in a book. And she referenced a particular book, and at the time I was actually making the thing that she referenced. So I was like, yeah, definitely. And it had been something that I'd been meaning to do. Now, this is a journal of mine here. Oh, firstly, this is the crystal grid that I do. So if you join the crystal grid, it's all about the forest lovers entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. The six of the forest lovers is also about past life love, reunion, coming back together. And here you've got the rose quartz butterfly of transformation, the rose quartz for unconditional love. And then around it, you've got all of the clear quartz, which amplifies it. And this was the original grid. And then since then, lots of other things have gone on it and expanded and expanded and expanded. So when you join the grid, basically you receive this picture and you receive a piece of rose quartz, which I infuse with Holy Fire Reiki. And I put the intent into it to bring all twins flames into union. So as we all meditate using the rose quartz, it amplifies the energy, and using the sacred wisdom of the trees to actually root these connections from the spiritual into the physical. And we are all connecting like this amazing forest of love all over the planet. You know, all of these twins, your twin flame energy is off the scale, amplified that by the rose quartz crystal off the scale. Amplify that by recently I've had the copper pyramids, which amplify the strength of the grid, again off the scale. So we're like anchoring down these points of love all over the planet. And so this is the journal that I went to, I was going to write the questions in for the book to help guide you. So if you want to be involved in the book, you don't have to say your details. You can put in whatever details you want, but it is a way to really, it's a healing process as well for you, because getting your story down on paper and being able to help others is an amazing way of bringing the spiritual connection into the physical, because just like journaling, that becomes real, you know, through writing, through actually getting it on paper, through other people learning, through your experience, being able to help each other on the journey. It becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, and when I came to, this is the journal that I picked up to write the questions, because I finished my other journal. And at the beginning of it, I realised that this is the journal that I started writing this about 2 and a bit years ago. So clearly it's always been in the pipeline. So, and I'm going to start with reading what I put into this journal. And this is like, so this is, I'm going to read it because I know it must be 2 or 3 years ago, because it says, it's my twin's birthday and I'm writing this sat in a bar along the Thames River in London, exactly in the place where I have sat with him. Yesterday was 5 years to the day that I met him, and he literally has rocked my world ever since, in good ways and in the most painful ways imaginable. But he gave me the gift of finding my soul and waking me up to who I have been looking for up until now. He gave me the gift of growth, the gift of uncovering the secrets and wonder of the universe, and most importantly, the gift of finding and really living in true unconditional love, and the incredible transformation that that brings. I am beyond grateful to him for that. There are no words to describe how deep my love is, or how deeply I am grateful to him for walking in and changing my life, being the catalyst to a complete domino effect of change, growth, an immeasurable amount of jaw-dropping, holy moly moments and miracles that have happened along the way in my awakening to this whole crazy twin flame journey. Once I got on the train, I realised that there was only one way to deal with it, to belt up and be prepared for a roller coaster ride and always be expecting the unexpected. This book is an excellent example of how twists and turns in the journey can come at any time. It is a compilation of over 100 stories from divine lovers from all over the world. I prefer to use the term divine lovers and divine counterparts because this is what we are. We're here to change the way we see love and we see the world. So that was the start of it, basically. So I was like, I just found this again, and I was like, oh my god! So this is because this is the 7th year that I've known my twin. So this was 2 years ago, basically, that I wrote that. So this is going to be the start of the book, basically, and then we will go into all of your stories. And so the questions that I'm going to ask, and if you want to be involved, then please send me an email to divinelovecrystalgrid@gmail.com, and the divinelovecrystalgrid@gmail.com, and in the subject line put TF story. And then these are the questions that I will send to you for you to help frame your story. I'm not going to put any amount, there would be no restrictions on it. You can pick the questions, you can pick all of them, you can answer all of them. You don't have to do it in this format, but this is just a way to help you because it gives you an idea of, it just helps you frame your story. So the questions are this: how did you meet your twin and describe your experience? Things to think about: how did you feel? What were the unusual circumstances, if any? What were your ages? What were your ages now? The location, city and country, any strange happenings, and were you already spiritually awakened? Number 2, how did you find out about twin flames, and what led you to know that your twin was your twin? 3, what significant songs, numbers, signs are special for you and your twin? What special stories or events and synchronicities have happened that have confirmed your path? 4, what has been your TF experience? What was the bubble phase like? What is separation like? What is your now like? What have been the biggest learnings in your journey? And how has the knowing of this journey helped you? And how has it changed you? Number 6, is there a particular sacred site which is symbolic to you in your TF story, and why? E.g. Stonehenge, or e.g. anything that is particularly sacred to you, and why is that a sacred place or a sacred tree or whatever it may be. Number 7, if you were to write a conscious letter of gratitude to your twin today to send to his or her higher self, what would you say? Number 8, are there ways this journey has helped prompted you to help others, and how? Number 9, what has been your healing journey? What healing have you found most helpful and why? What was your experience? So shamanic healing, Reiki, past life regression, spiritual healings, tarot. Another thing to think about is we're all moving through collective energies. So for me, I know that my thing is to clear through, it's played out in addiction and thinking that not good enough for love, and not feeling loved from a young age, addictions and all sorts, and that sort of that we're all taking a bit of the collective pie of energy, and that will play out in different ways for different dynamics. So you, for your twin flame dynamic, will have a certain chunk of that energy that you've got to break down, be it about age differences or sexuality differences or, whatever it is, there's always, social constraints that we're breaking down in these dynamics. And then number 10, what are the most helpful resources you found in your journey, e.g. YouTubers, books, blogs, etc. 11, What is the one bit of advice you would give to someone brand new to the TF journey? And that's really important because, you know, the point of this is to get your story down, for it to be a healing process for you. It's also about how to manifest these into spiritual connections, into the physical. And by having them in paper, it really does bring that connection into the physical to help. But then it helps others, or on the journey, we are creating this legacy of love. So those are the questions. And then what I was also led to do is say, this is the Starman Tarot deck, is to say, what is the outcome of doing this book? Like, what's the purpose of us doing it? Oh my God, look at that. And it's the death. It's the transformation. Oh, that is amazing. It's death of the old. It's stepping into the new. That is so cool. Because it is death to putting fear around it, right? When we speak about it and when we tell our story, it's out there. You know, that is our truth. That is death of you know, fear around this, because it really is about. Oh, this is amazing. So death is, I know that this too shall pass. It's ending of a major phase. This is to be trusted. It's surrendering. It's awakening to a new life, a new growth. Stripping yourself bare. Shuffling off your current identity and rebirthing yourself. I mean, seriously. I just couldn't have imagined a better. And look at that. It's temperance underneath, which is the ultimate divine feminine, divine masculine relationship card, right? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this highly revered card does not signify physical death. It heralds the death of the particular situation externally, or part of you internally. Like all major transition, it brings with it substantial amounts of grief, anxiety, and fear. But at the end of the chapter of your life, although, oh my God, it get reversed. So the end of a chapter in life can be hard to accept, but accept it you must if you wish to move on. Wow. It even references the chapter of the book. And look at here, it's got the key within this golden circle. I don't think I need to say any more. So it is transformation. This book is going to be a transformative process. You know, it's going to be a transformative process into a new wave of love and a new wave of being, a new wave of how to live relationships. I couldn't have picked better, right? I mean, not that I picked it. Right, so that's amazing. Death of the old into temperance, into a balance of new relationships. So if you would like to share your story, please do, because it really is. And don't worry about, oh, I don't really know if I can write, or those, you know, because I know that we all have, you know, my grammar is not the best whatsoever, but it isn't about that. It's about getting the story in your own words, because people who will read this book are wanting to have that glimmer of hope, because they'll read it and they go, oh my God, that happened to me. Oh my God, those are the things that I feel. That's my experience. And suddenly it makes you think, okay, thank goodness for that. I'm not crazy. And of course, as we all awaken, this evolution of love, the twin flame, is going to be becoming more and more and more common. You know, there are going to be waves of twin flames coming much, much stronger, much faster than how we have awoken to it on this journey. And so therefore sharing your experience is going to be an incredible source of support and love for others to follow. So email me divinelovecrystalgrid@gmail.com and put in the subject line, it is TF story. And if you just put your names in there, I will add you to the list. Overnight, I got a huge amount of people. It's amazing. It's going to be incredible. By the end of the weekend, I will have sent out all of the questions to all of the people involved, and then we can start work on it. So I'm so excited about this. It's going to be incredible and a real source of inspiration and love for many. So I hope that helps, and take care. All right, bye.